Is the 49ers Super Bowl window shrinking or expanding?
Okay, this one's interesting to me because I felt like they had to get it done really next year. That was like the end. They have through next year. Trey Lance has this year to develop. Next year's the year, and then they might have to do some rebuilding. But I think the window might be expanding, and not because something that the 49ers are doing, Grant. Aaron Rodgers, it came out today or a couple days ago, not today, a couple days ago, that he's planning on retiring at the end of the year. So you've got Aaron Rodgers set to retire, allegedly. Tom Brady, I mean, come on, he's not playing next year. He's already not looking at his best. He's going to retire. And then let's not forget that Aaron Donald almost retired last year. If they go, I don't know, 8-9 and miss the playoffs, you think he's sticking around for that? He's probably going to call it quits too. So just by default, you've got three major contenders to you over the next few years that are basically pulling out of it, saying we're not good anymore. We're rebuilding. And so because of that, you could get to continue to go off and try to win Super Bowls. And the NFC is atrocious, Grant. And I don't think it's a short-term thing. This is a long-term issue, at least for the next 3-4 years. So I, believe it or not, I actually think the window's expanding right now. I really do.
I love your optimism. I do. So let me try to balance it out. Because, I mean, it seems to me that like 5 of the 49ers' best and highest paid players are pretty old. You got Trent Williams, who's about 34, Eric Armstead, who's getting to 30, Jimmy Ward is 31, Juszczyk's 31, Kittle's 29. I mean, if those guys are like meaningful pieces of the Niners Super Bowl window, then it's not expanding. I mean, they need to capitalize on the time with these 5 right now. Because I feel like Kittle and Armstead and in particular, and even Juszczyk aren't necessarily the players they were 2 years ago. But if you feel like those guys are negligible and you can replace them, then yeah, I mean this Super Bowl window would probably be more, coincide with Lance and Debo and Ayuk and the younger players. And there are Bosa. There is a younger contingent on this team, but these 4 guys, Armstead, Ward, Juszczyk, and Kittle, have been on the team since 2017. Williams is older than all of them. I don't know, how important are those 5 guys?
They're important, but they're also always out of the lineup.
It's true. It's true. I mean, Armstead's already gone. Ward's been gone. Williams been. Yeah, it's true.
They're always out. So,
yeah.
I mean, just even if you have somebody that's, I don't know, 70% as good as those guys, but they're constantly there, that might be enough.
Unfortunately, no one's constantly there in the 49ers.
That's true. That's good.
I don't know
good
why.
point. Fair point.
Yeah.
Touche.
I don't know why.
Got you on that one.
I don't know why. But that's just been their pattern.
Also, I guess this expanding thing comes down to your belief in Trey Lance. And I know a lot of people have wavered or never believed in him. I think everybody knows my thoughts on Trey Lance. I'm not wavering personally. So I think that Trey Lance is going to be really good still. And so that's why I think it's expanding.
Here's why I waver. I don't know what wavering means. Here's why, like, wavering means like I'm less certain. Because Kyle blew the last 2 years straight up. Not the last 2, the first 2 years of Trey Lance's career, wasted him. And I'm a little worried about the effect that's going to have on his development. Now, if you told me that Ken Dorsey was going to be his coach next year, I'd feel a lot more bullish and optimistic, but we don't know what's going to happen. And maybe Kyle Shanahan is the perfect coach for Trey, but I have my questions about that.